assistant manager in Andhra Bank means I mean everyone feel it's a great position or great job, and the two Andhra Bank is a government job. Everyone these days aspiring about government job, and they feel the life will be settled if we got a government job. Why you left that government job?
So yeah, definitely. This is a high aspiring job. Many people want a government job, to be honest. So yeah, I was even one of them who wanted to do a government job at some point in my career. So there are two things that we need to think of in any career. One is being stable throughout your career, and one is high growth. So I choose high growth rather than stability. Uh, to be honest, the job in Andhra Bank is very stable. You have this job security as well. There's no uh, high degree of instability in that job. But the growth attached to that job is, not that great. I mean, it takes many years to go to that higher level positions. So I choose growth over stability. That being the only reason. There's no other complaint as such on that job. I being growth my uh, higher priority, I thought of looking into other avenues which can provide me that. I decided MBA can be one such opportunity, which opens a lot of doors towards many good companies, many good corporates that we cannot reach through normal engineering colleges. So definitely an MBA and IIM. So it gives you an opportunity to uh, uh, pitch for many jobs in many corporates as such. So that's the reason I choose MBA initially. Uh, Now that I'm into MBA, I'm very happy that I made that decision since whatever I wanted is being provided in that journey. And to talk about the government job, uh, so it's not easy decision to leave that even. You need a lot of support from your family as well to support that decision. So the perks of the government job are always there. Like there's a good salary that's being credited to your account every month. There are good perks attached to your job. So if you want to go into that detail, maybe I can just give you a uh, gist of how the perks and all come in a bank. So initially, you will be getting a salary of around 30 to 35,000 in hand. Apart from the perks, after all the cuttings, after all the taxes and everything. So that is the salary that you get initially. And in addition to that, you will be getting house rent depending on the region that you are posted in. And there are other allowances like petrol, newspaper allowance, everything. So since I was posted in Mahbub Nagar, as a whole, if you combine all these perks together and everything, I used to get a salary of around 45 to 50,000 per month. So yeah, and stability wise, there's always that is attached to this job. There are unions to look after your hiccups or any uh, uh, problems that you have in this job. So yeah, but that being told, uh, if you see the recent developments, the merger of banks, the talks of privatization of banks, so there's always there. I mean, no job is completely stable, to be honest, though there's some degree of stability in this job. But yeah, you never know what future holds. So they can be a day when your bank is privatized and your job is all of a sudden into a private job. Uh, I know it's very tough
Okay,
to happen, but we can't rule out the chances. Yeah.
okay, that's great. And someone will feel like particularly bank jobs will be board jobs. I mean, daily same work they have to do. So it is a very bored job. Is it true?
So the job is routine to some extent, not completely, because you never meet the same type of customer every day, because the needs of it depends on the needs of customer. So whatever customer wants, it's a different task. So if your customer wants something else, you are going to do something different than the before then. Uh, Saying that, but this is a challenging job. There's a high degree of risk attached to this job, and also there's a little work-life balance. There's no, uh, you know, fixed timings. For a person who sees from the outside it's a 9 to 5 job, but it's not. There are times when I left the bank at 10 p.m. in the night, going at 8 a.m. in the morning. So it's a highly challenging job. Uh, and if the customer is so demanding, you will be under so much of pressure. But there are different avenues in this particular job. I mean, you can be under credit, you can be under recovery, you can be under normal daily banking. So there are different departments that you can work on throughout your career. You will be learning a lot of different work, which can give you a lot of knowledge as well. So at one of the postings you might be working on issuing loans, and other posting you might be just looking into recovery of those loans. At some other position you will have just daily banking, like opening of accounts or something. So initially, if you are recruited as a probationary officer, you might be getting either a branch or a zonal office like me. In branch, it starts from scratch. Like, you need to know how to open accounts, how to print checkbooks. These sort of you know some boring jobs come in the start of your career, but once you progress, you learn what is banking, you learn what are the different functions and everything. Your job keeps upgrading, so your functions keep upgrading. And there are few cases wherein few of the batchmates that join with me are already heading a branch, a small branch, scale 1, scale 2 branches. Already they are managers of those branches. So when you become a manager, you are expected to look after many functions at once. So in just 2 to 3 years, you are heading a branch. You have that power to make decisions of that branch. So these sort of things are fascinating. I mean, uh, at early points of your career, you would be having staff under you. You would be working towards upliftment of a certain branch on your own decisions. So this opportunity you won't get in software jobs. You cannot head a complete project as such in your early career, but that is there in this
Right.
bank. So whoever wants to
Right.
have this degree of challenging job, a complex job, but are okay with a bit of work-life balance and are okay with frequent transfers, uh, then I think those are the people who need to aim for this job. But
Okay.
who wants to have a peaceful life, I think they should think of other options.
Okay. And who all can go for bank jobs? I mean, diploma or
Yeah,
degree, normal
so
degree.
you need to be a graduate for applying a PO job. Uh, Clerical, I am not pretty much sure about what is the required degree, but I think it's graduate only. So you need to be any graduate. It's not that you are limited to this degree or that degree. So you can be any graduate to become a probationary officer. And there are other few posts like the specialist officers, one being related to computers. So you need to have a degree related to that particular field. And you can be a law officer, you need to have certain degrees for that. So it depends on which type of post you are applying, but to be uh, in general, you need to be a graduate to apply for this. And there are no
Okay.
certain percentage restrictions or something. I think it's mostly 60% around. So yeah, pretty much any sort of candidate can apply for this job. But as I said,
Okay.
he should be okay with challenging environment. You can't stretch your legs, sit in the job, because the customers won't let you do that. They are mostly demanding of their work.